Let me get settled in here, figure out what's going on with YouTube. It's giving me a buffer. I wonder if it's just let me double check on my phone. Sorry guys, it's telling me that it's not going through. So if it's going through, I apologize. Let me just reconfirm here on my phone. That is super strange. Maybe I just can't see it. Because on my live stream thing, it gives me a little preview. Did it end already? No, it says it's live. Okay, cool. Hey B, what's up? How you doing? Hope things are going well for you. I'm just gonna have hopefully a chill day today. Let me get my tablet settled in. Whoops, I dropped something. I don't know what I dropped, but I dropped something. Alright, let me get all this in a folder really quick. Just realized that I don't have everything in a folder just yet. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I don't know why I did. Hang on, guys. I tried to drag it into a folder, and instead I dragged it up to the new layer icon. And when you drag a layer to a new layer icon, what it does is it duplicates everything. So now it's trying to duplicate all my layers. Oh no! Oh my lord have mercy. Okay, there we go. Now we got everything going. Now we can get moving. Oh, go studio. Oh goodness. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Alright, now that we've got all my layers sorted out really quick. Why is the layer so faint? Oh, because it's a color layer. Yeah, there we go. Nope, it's just for funsies. Today is Godsbane's 14th anniversary. And so I figured I would just do something for fun. It's very rare that I give myself some fun, like some fun drawing to do. So I figured I'd do something just for fun. I'm actually redoing an older artwork. Hi, Mango! So this is an older illustration, that I'm redoing. I'll show you guys the original one here in a minute. Let me get this line in here. Show you guys the original one. The original illustration was this. So if you've known me for any length of time, you'll know that this was a really fun illustration. This was sort of around the time that I was thinking about making Aros the main character. And so this was sort of like a fun illustration that I did to sort of like explore his character design. And he's not changed like a ton from this. I mean, maybe he has, but it was pretty fun just to have something fun to work on. You know what I mean? I mean, I might turn it into something. It may come of use later, but for right now, it's just something for fun. Something that I rarely give myself the chance to do. Can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully. Want to make sure. I gotta catch up to your stream. Let's see. I've been interested from the Twitter post. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, I'm in Central Time Zone and in the United States, and it doesn't help that I start kind of late to begin with. Starting at 9 p.m. my time isn't necessarily the smartest idea, and I'm working on trying to start sooner. But right now is just not the time for that. So eventually I'm gonna be trying to start sooner in the day. The problem is I don't get off till 6, so I can't start sooner than that. Um, EST, yeah, that's one thing that I've considered is I'm like, yeah, it is really late for all the EST people, and a lot of like my friends are EST, so I know it's really inconvenient for y'all, so I appreciate it. So, oh, it's noon, really? Noon, so you're in Asia, right? I think. Well, I appreciate you tuning in during your day. Little old me, I appreciate it. We are dropping frames, y'all. Not bueno. Alright, hopefully, if you guys start having buffering issues, let me know. It's telling me that we're dropping frames. So definitely, let me know if you guys start noticing problems. You did a Valentine's Day card? Nice. I thought about doing like an actual like Valentine's Day thing. And I did many years ago with my characters, just kind of for funsies, but I don't really do stuff like that anymore. I don't really care about the whole Valentine's Day thing. For me, it's a anniversary for my characters, and so that's why I like to celebrate it. I might even do a rare color artwork for this one. Usually my anniversary pictures are colored. So maybe I'll even color it today. Who knows? A rare color piece for me. If I have the energy for it. I still have to do my Japanese homework today. I didn't quite finish it before the stream, so I gotta finish that up later too. Maybe. Don't get all excited just yet. I don't really like coloring things. I find it tedious and stressful, so it kind of just depends on what mood I'm in. Maybe simple colors. I could do like a limited color palette maybe. That could be fine. I could also dig out the original one and use those colors as a base. What level? I'm aiming for N2. But right now, I'm barely a 5. If I took the N5 right now, I might, like, get, like, a half a grade. Like, I'd still probably fail. So I'm not near that level yet. I literally just started in October. I mean, I've been self-studying for a while, but, I've forgotten a lot of what I had studied by myself. I tested into a level 2 class, so I'm hoping to take the N4 at the end of the year, if I can study my way up to it. If not, I'll just wait another year, because I'm not going to take the N5 and then the N4 next year. There's no point. See, coloring is not relaxing to me at all. I don't find coloring in any way relaxing. It's amazing to me when it's, like, relaxing to other people. That's cool, though. I wish I could enjoy it that way. What about it do you find relaxing? I'm curious. Like, tell me about it. I like hearing about other creators' experiences. trouble with this today. Let me try this part again. Let's see. I like playing around with the colors and feels like it adds another layer of depth to the piece. Mine aren't the best, but I feel like I can turn my brain off when I color. That's fair. That's kind of how I feel when it comes to inking. It's very chilling and relaxing. Hi, Michael DeFonte. How you doing? Why ebooks, Mango? Tangent. Oh, excuse me. Well, yeah, physical copies are nice, but, like, I ain't got the room for that shit. I ain't got the room for it. I ain't got the money for that either. Oh, gosh. I feel like I have to sneeze. Someone's talking about me. I really would love to collect physical copies of a lot of things. But 2 reasons why I don't. Well, there's 3 of them, actually. The first one is I ain't got that kind of money. I got student debt to pay off first. Second reason is I ain't got the space. I live in a 220 square foot apartment. For you metric folks, that's 20 square meters. I ain't got the space. I have 1 bookshelf and it's already full. That means I can't collect any more manga. Third reason is I pirated a lot as a kid and now I feel guilty about it as an adult. So the majority of manga that I buy, after I'm done reading it, I donate it. To like offset some of my bad karma. But yeah, I understand that. The love of physical copies. I completely understand. Someday, I will be able to collect physical copies. The only physical copies that I keep are Yashahime, Berserk, and Yu Yu Hakusho. I wanted to keep my Shaman King, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna let some other kid discover Shaman King at the library because I don't see a lot of books that have it. I mean, I don't see a lot of libraries that have it. So, I'm just gonna let the libraries have it. I don't even bother claiming it on my taxes either. I probably donated, gosh, last year alone, I probably donated about $500 worth of manga last year. Easily $500 worth. Easy. I have some that I'm gonna trade with somebody. So I'm keeping those for right now. Ugh. Ooh, I'm really stiff today. So what's everyone up to today, eh? Oh, I'm sure some kid is gonna absolutely love that and be like, oh my gosh, I love Garfield, and like that could, like, you could inspire like the next like big comic creator. You never know. One of the very first manga that I read in a library was a manga called Yokaiden, and as far as I'm aware, there's only two volumes of it. It's called Yokaiden. I'll grab a link to it for you. It's really, really funny, and I love the art style. I believe it's by someone named, I think it's Nina Matsumoto. Let me just grab her website. Yeah, she went by, Space Coyote at the time. Come on! Web internets. There you go. Here's the link if you guys want to check it out on their, on the creator's website. It was published by Del Rey. If anyone remembers Del Rey. It's a really, really good series. I recommend it. I was gonna say, I thought I already drew this hand, but I did. It's over here. Right? It looks really good. The basic concept is... here, I'll read it for you guys. So here's the story. It says, yokai, Japanese spirits. Most people fear them, and a few people even hunt them, thinking they are horrible monsters to be destroyed at all costs. But young Hamachi wants to be friends with them. He sees them as mischievous spirits that could coexist peacefully with humans if only given the chance. When his grandmother dies under mysterious circumstances, Hamachi journeys into the yokai realm. Along the way, he encounters an ogre who punishes truant children, an angry water spirit, a kappa, and a talking lantern. Will Hamachi be able to find his grandmother's killer, or will he be lost forever in another world? So, it's about this kid who, like, travels into, like, the yokai world. Yeah, it's really good. And the kappa is like has like a peg leg or something. He's like missing a leg. And it, like, allegedly it's the kappa that steals the grandmother's soul, allegedly. And I don't want to spoil the rest. But it's really good. Like, there's all kinds of yokai in it. And it's got beautiful artwork on the inside. I really love it. I'm really sad that it's only 2 volumes. I've kind of, like, wanted to reach out and be like, hey, have you thought about continuing this? Can I help? Please? Because I really want this. I really want more of this. But then I remember that I have too many projects as it is, and I still have an Okami manga I'm supposed to be working on. I have my Okami manga, and I have my one-shots with Viz, and I have Godsbane, and I have too many projects. It's like, ooh, what's this? What's that? What's this? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what is this? I'm like a little, like, magpie running around grabbing all the shiny tokens. And it's like, hold on, son. You have enough projects as it is. Calm down. Actually, if you want to read a manga that has a tengu in it, that is really cool. If you guys like yokai stories, I might recommend another one called The Yokai Caretaker. It's on Global Comics. I really like it. And it's basically about, like, it's more or less a yokai zoo. So, and it's kind of, like, it's like slice of life, episodic in nature, where there's, like, smaller short stories along the way, but, like, they have, like, an undercore thread, and there's a lot of them. Y'all, there are 9 volumes of this. I don't know if it's printed, but if it's printed, I'm going to buy them. And I've already bought the digital versions on Global Comics, even though I can read it for free. Just because I want to. So here's another one. It's called The Yokai Caretaker. It's really, really good. So it's, Toritsuki Hiyori works at a very common yokai garden. Under the guidance of Mutsu Goro, a yokai doctor, Toritsuki takes on the task of raising yokai. It's really fun, and so, like, here's that's basically the summary of the first volume, and, like, here's the summary for the second volume, just to give you an idea of, like, what kind of stuff happens. In this volume, the second one, of the Yokai Caretaker, we wait impatiently for the moment a Tsukumogami is born, to get to the bottom of what's causing the earthquakes that only occur in one specific building. Watch how a grumpy old yokai finds a place for herself, and see how the Itan Momen get a request to be in a commercial. In a place like Yokai Park, where all kinds of yokai are gathered, there's never a dull moment. And it's just so cute. It's so absolutely adorable if you like yokai stories. Let's see. Yeah, you're always updating me about your projects. You've got so many of them. I can't imagine having so many projects. I mean, I can. You know what I mean, though. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. Well, not only that, like, you do conventions and stuff, like, on top of everything. That's wild. I need to make brushes of his earrings so that I don't have to draw them anymore. There are so many things about Aros that I could make brushes for, and I really need to. It would make my life a lot easier. I like how I started coloring in his eyebrow and got distracted by something. That's funny. That's totally me. I would totally do that. Of course, as I'm trying to hatch, it kicks in autosave. So what's everyone working on today? B is working on some paneling and dialogue. Mango, what are you working on today? I guess anybody. What's anyone working on today? Tell me your secrets. I just realized that this finger should be shorter than the other one. It's longer than the other one, technically. Story of my life. I can't draw my own characters. It's okay. It's alright, fam. We'll make it work. Let's see here. Just relaxing and chilling. Played on my Switch earlier. Nice. What'd you play? Let's see. And then Daniel said, working and scripting the first sequence of a new crime story. Finding references is the hardest part. Right? I feel like really bad, like, because, you know, like, I have like a darker story, right? And I feel really bad because, like, as I'm researching things, I'm like, how fast does it take someone to die by nightshade poisoning? And I'm like, oh, that doesn't look good. And then I research the next thing. History of rough on rats. Why was it banned? If you don't know, it's a rat poison that was banned a long time ago. So, like, how long does it take for someone to fall to the bottom of the ocean with a rock tied to their leg? And I'm like, oh my god, like, my research history looks awful. If you guys have read my pilot, like, at one point I had to look up what happens if someone gets an arrow in their eye. If you guys have read my pilot, you know what I mean. But it's like, I feel like a terrible human being sometimes doing research for my manga. I'm like, I promise I'm not a terrible person. I need to know. Yeah. I'm like, man, I hope I never get accused of murder. Okay, I need to make sure I put this on the correct arm. No, I didn't. I drew it on the wrong arm. Y'all, I don't even know my own main character. I put the wrong braces on the wrong arm. I are smart. Damn. It's okay, I can resketch that really quick. It's not a huge deal. You know, I think we're just gonna do this. There we go, now everything's on the right arm. It's close enough. Close enough. It's not perfect, but it'll do. I think if you if you hover over the right side of someone's comment, you should see a ... or like the option to reply. Oh, you're on mobile. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Hello, flying fish. Are you flying high? Please don't do that, it's dangerous. You're good. You're good. I'm just messing with you. not working. Oh, that's right, because Aros has his hair in the way on that side. That's why. I just realized I didn't sketch in his braids. Oh, excuse me. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Thanks, I'm allergic to compliments. I'm glad you enjoy them. I really do need to make more of them. So I have a bunch of them that are like written out. Like I have like a script for them and like a list of like all the stuff I want to do. It's just making time for it. Which can't take the compliment, guys. Hi, Miso. Hi, baby. The Miso wishes to join us. Miso? Oh gosh, there's no room for you up here, is there? Let me make some room for you really quick. Gotta move all my- I've got all my homework up here, so there's like no room for her to sit. Miso, Miso, hi! Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Pretty girl. Stay out of my snacks. Yeah? Can you guys hear her? Miso, say hi to your fans. Yeah? Careful, you're gonna knock stuff over. You're gonna fall. Yeah, baby girl. Baby girl. Sorry, I was petting my cat. Yeah, people say that about her. They say that she sounds like a cat. Or like a bird. I actually get that a lot about her. Even my coworkers have said that when they hear her. Oh, if you guys haven't seen Miso, I shall show you the Misos. This is my adorable cat Miso. She is 9 years old. She'll be 10 in July. Baby girl. Yeah. July 31st is her birthday. She's the best girl. Best girl. She's best girl. You need to sit down, baby. Whoops. Well, don't touch the phone, baby. Yeah. You want to cuddle while I'm drawing? Yeah, they're basically like children. Oh, I forgot to turn the stream back to Miso. Sorry, one sec. There we go. She definitely insists on sitting with me while I work, so. I wish I could show you guys how ridiculous she's being right now. So here's my tablet, right? Here's my tablet. Here's my hand. Drawn away, having a good time. And then Misa was like, I'm just gonna sit right here and like try to paw at your hand because I want you to pay attention to me. She's just sitting on like a huge chunk of like here's like my drawing area. She's like, I'm just gonna reach over here and try to grab your hand from the tablet. She's like laying on, I have a Cintiq, and so she's just kind of like laying on top of it now. Trying to get attention. You're so silly. What are you doing, baby? Miso, baby, I wish you would just let me draw, please. I've got so much to do, Miso, baby. I can't sing, guys, sorry. Miso, baby. He's got a lot of hair on the top here, I've just realized. Stop making biscuits on my tablet! She's literally trying to knead the tablet. Yeah. Tablets don't get kneaded. Tablets are not dough. She has an entire bed on my desk that she can sit on. And she has an entire bed. I cleared out one of the shelves on my desk. Like I have like a few shelves attached to the desk. I cleared one out just for her. And she has her own spot on top of the desk. Yet she still insists on laying on top of my tablet. What you doing, Miso? Miso, baby, I wish you would just let me draw, please. I've got so many things to draw, Miso, baby. I don't know where this humongous poof came from. What you doing, Miso? No, you cannot lick my hair. Nice. I told you no. Sit. I know. That's what you want to do. Yeah, I think that looks a lot more reasonable. Your youngest cat does that? That's cute. I mean, it's adorable behavior, but it's like, girl, I got stuff to do. Let me draw in peace. Sorry I got quiet there, guys. I was just focusing. She's like, I'm getting out of here. You're boring. Even my cat doesn't like my streams. That's it, guys. I'm quitting YouTube. I'm a lost cause. My cat thinks my streams are boring. It was nice knowing you. Alright, what I'll probably do is I'll grab my braid brush and I'll draw it on my sketch layer here. That way I can use the brush as a base. I am not caring today that I draw every single tiny little thing by hand. And then his beaded necklace is actually a water brush. Which is this one. Arce's hair is so fab. I'm honestly jealous. Was there anything that, as far as like a YouTube video that you wanted to see something on? That way I know, like, what videos people, you know, want to see. Other than another thing like a manga series, which is I'm already working on. The next one is on Kishoten Gets, which is the writing format. So if you guys have anything you want me to cover, let me know. I'm also going to probably make another line art and screen tone video. Something that's more up to date. Yeah, it does look weird when it's curved like that. I hadn't noticed that. Formulating storyboards, the process you go through. Yeah, everyone is indeed different. My sketching process, I hate showing people. It's a very, like, private process for me, and so it's just one of those things I just don't like sharing that much. But I don't see why I can't do it. I'll just have to, like, record myself doing it, because I don't like streaming it live. And then I can, like, edit out the parts I don't want to show. But it's one of those things that it's one of the few things that I can't stream live for other people for whatever reason. My brain just doesn't work when I draw live. Doing that. I'm trying to also cover that in the mangaka diaries that I'm working on as well. And part of the reason why I'm a little sensitive about it is I actually sketch everything twice. I'm a little embarrassed about it, not gonna lie. I sketch everything twice. But I mean, if I stream it and then I can edit it later, I think I could make that work. I think it's also because I tend to redraw things so many times. And if I'm trying to, like, think clearly, I don't like the idea that people are watching me when I'm trying to think clearly. And inking is really easy, because I've already decided what things are going to look like, so there's no, like, pressure to it. If that makes sense. I tend to make my inking lines so heavy. I need to stop doing that. I have these like super thick, heavy inking lines, and I don't know why I do that. Let's see. My story is pieces here and there based on character development according to how the story's going. Definitely understand the privacy part. That's just being thorough. Yeah. And see, normally I'm fine with like people watching me. You know, like I'm used to streaming. But for whatever reason, when it comes to sketching, that's where my brain just goes, nope, not doing it. Go away. It's like, really, brain? Calm down. Alright, so... okay, thumb side. Oh, it's thumb side that has the inner part. Oh, I'm not smart. Good at the sketch. It's thumb side where it meets at the top. Not pinky side. I misunderstood my own sketch. Classic me. Silly me. Why would I do that? Why would I understand my own sketching? See, I have drawn Aros enough times that I should have known this. It's always pinky side away, thumb side close. I should know that by now. It's not like I've not drawn Aros enough times. Just kidding. It takes about 300 times for you to start becoming consistent with your characters. This is a general rule of thumb. Or about 10 seconds worth of animation. Yeah, it's a lot to get used to if you're not used to it. A little bit bigger than his eye. I've been using Clip Studio for how many years now? 7 years now. Yeah, about 7 years. See, that's the weird in like IRL. I am totally fine with people watching me stream or watching me draw. I used to do it all the time. All the time. I would went to zoos and aquariums, botanical gardens, and I would just sit there and just draw. Like, and I could feel people looking over my shoulder and going, "Did you draw that?" It's like, no. like whenever I'm drawing in person with the pen in my hand and they go, "Oh my god, did you draw that?" And it's like I just want to throw the book to the ground and just scream bloody murder. "Oh my god, who are you? Where am I? I didn't draw that." Like I just want to play it up just to be dramatic. Just to show them how foolish their question is. But I never do that. Especially if it's a child. Holy crap, you hand letter your stuff? Wow. Cody! Hey! Hey, man! Guys. You know that Jack Irons comic I talk about? This is the creator of that Jack Irons comic. Please go check out his stuff. I will drop a link for you, Cody, because I don't think you can. Let me drop a link for you. I know, but I'm not gonna miss an opportunity to promote somebody. That's crazy that you hand letter stuff though, Michael. That's wild. Oh, anyway, Cody said I just wanted to stop in and say congrats on the anniversary and on the My Diary release. Yeah, I'm surprised it's doing as well as it is. Like, I'm already working on, I'm already gosh, we're halfway through February, aren't we? So, February's halfway done. I've already started scanning some of, like, my older stuff because people wanted to see it, so. Indeed it does. Yeah, I am absolutely positive that, like, you sharing it helped, because, like, after you shared it, I saw, like, a boost in my views, because I was tracking it, like, consistently with it on a timer, and, like, your sharing did help, so I really appreciate it. So, we're even. I mean, I only have 6 people here, but hopefully people want you in the future. I will never not promote you if you come in. You always go out of your way to promote other people, and you're always retweeting my stuff. I see you retweeting my stuff. So, like... Right? Thank you, Flying Fish. It's amazing. Let me actually show this to you guys. I will show this to y'all. Window capture. There. I'll just show you guys. Check this out, guys. Look at this artwork. Look at this artwork. Oops. Look at this. Oh, I've got it in, hang on, I gotta show my settings here. There we go. Up! Who did the thing? Aw, thanks for subbing, I appreciate it. Look at this beautiful artwork. Thank you for the sub. Look at this beautiful artwork. And this was all matte, right? It's really good stuff. Like this is his history and stuff. Sorry, it's a little bloody. Look at this. Where's that one we see? Here, this is one of my favorite ones. And, like, he makes all these, like, little animations, too, so... It's like this beautiful mix of like Western and sci-fi. I think that's what I really like about it. I'm not like a super big sci-fi person, but this is like the perfect blend. I like this. You just have this coming in and you're just like wham! It's funny. It's great. It's great work. It's really fun, and it's just, yeah, it's great work. Oh, is this my favorite part? Yes, I love, this is like my favorite part in this one, right? This is what I was coming to. Like, what I do mind is you not saying howdy! It's one of my favorite parts in this whole thing. It's such a silly thing, but like, it just shows like Jack's personality really, really well. It's like my favorite part. It's fantastic. You guys should go read it. It's free right now. Like, it's completely free right now if you guys want to check it out. I'll drop another link for you guys in case you missed it the first time. Like, go give him some love, please. Yeah, you guys do wonderful work. When are we gonna get the fourth one up there, eh? Are because we're missing a book. Huh? Where's the fourth one? Jack wanted you to say hi. Oh, I see. I mean, not that I've already read the fourth one. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yes. Yes. Adding more to the flock. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. I have yours marked as delivered, right? I think so. I want to make sure that I have it marked on Kickstarter as delivered, because you know I have it. So I'm the type of person that sometimes I forget to mark stuff as received on Kickstarter, and I feel really bad about it. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. One of the Global Comics OGs right there, guys. There's a few of us OGs still left. Not many of us that are still consistently active, but there are a few. And when I say OG, I mean like we've been posting on Global Comics since it was in beta. That's what I mean by OG. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you too. Look at all the work that you do. Literally streaming every day, always promoting other people. You're as equally like a needed force in this world. And you're always positive too. Always helping and promoting other people. You're just as good at this as I am. I dare say more so. Lots more experience under your belt. I learned from you. Let's see. Yeah, Cody's a great writer. A great writer. It's really, really fun. Like it's like the perfect blend of like old Western and sci-fi. And Cody streams regularly too on his own channel. So if you want to like he plays games and he has talks about the indie community, and kickstarting and all kinds of stuff. So if you guys are interested, like you should go subscribe to his channel as well. He's very regular with his streaming. You try, you fail, but that's how you move forward, right? Yeah, I've definitely struggled being consistent with my streams, but that's something that I'm working on. Partly that was just my insecurity, thinking, oh, like my stuff is boring and people don't actually like it. It's been mostly like my own insecurity that's prevented me from being a more consistent streamer. And so like that's something I'm trying to work on. And also like I want to make more like regular content videos. I just feel really overwhelmed with like how much work all that editing is, and so then I just never end up doing it. So yeah. I mean, what I've also thought about doing is doing like Manga Plus reviews, like reviewing the winners of Manga Plus, like the top 10 rankings every month, or doing like a video version of like my mangaka diaries. That might be kind of fun, where I just like go through the book and like talk about each one. That might be kind of fun to have like a video accompanying, like a video to accompany it. Maybe like every month we review it together in like a special stream maybe. I've also thought about asking people, hey, if you want me to review your stuff live on YouTube, like I'm happy to do so. And like if the video makes any money, I'll split it with you, or I'll just give all that money to you, because in return for like them giving me their stuff to review, like they get a little bit of extra attention. I don't have a huge channel or anything. I don't have a huge viewership right now. But could be like, whatever money I do make can go to you. So I thought about doing that. but like doing like a genuine feedback session, like hey, like I'm gonna read your stuff and I'll give you like stuff that I like about it, stuff that I think you could improve, you know, just like compliment it and give them suggestions and advice, make it be like a positive session, you know what I mean? I've thought about doing that. You'll get there. Drawing is hard. It took me 14 years to get where I am. Remember that, Cody. It took me 14 years to get where I am. And that was with constant, daily, dedicated practice. And art school. So it's a tough road, but you can get there. That makes sense. Yeah, you're doing it for the collaboration. That makes sense. Yeah, I love music. I miss playing music. I used to be a piccolo player. I miss it. I played piccolo, I played saxophone, I played kettle drums. I played all kinds of things in band, and I really miss it. For me, music was about storytelling. That was how I learned about storytelling. That was like my first exposure to it, which is something, you know, I talked about in the diary for January. It was sort of, you know, that was my introduction to it. Um, and so like my love of music inspired my love of storytelling. Um, and sometimes I wonder if my band director understands the impact that he made on me. You know, like I didn't really get to talk to him that much before he retired. And I wasn't able to go back and talk to him that much, other than like one time. And I don't know if it ever got across to him like how much he meant to me. I mean, I don't know why I'm talking about him in past tense. He's not dead as far as I know. But I really would love to talk to him again, just to get to see him. And I've thought about writing him a letter, because his son is now doing his job, and I used to know his son. So I thought about reaching out and saying, "Hey, can I write him a letter?" Bassist? Nice. We're connecting, because, man, otherwise I'm awkward as hell. I adore those brave and talented enough to forge their own path in art. Yeah, it's definitely hard. I think one of the things that I've learned the most doing the working in like the Viz One Shot program is I didn't realize how insecure I really was with my own work. Um, And not in the sense that, like, the feedback that I got was, like, really horrifying. And Misa, what are you doing? Bye, B. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Take it easy. More what I mean is, I suddenly realized that the leap that I have to take from, like, what I do, right, like my standards to the next level standards, is insanely high. Something I was definitely not prepared for. As far as, like, I wasn't aware of, like, what kind of jump that was. Because for so long I've only had my standards, and now that I have someone else's standards, I have to aim for. It's challenging and it's fun, but it's insanely frustrating because it's sort of like you can't like they can tell you what they want, you know, the editor can tell me what they want, but me achieving that is more difficult than I thought it would be. Because ultimately, it kind of comes down to interpretation, if that's what they were actually trying to aim for. And so it can become this sort of back and forth game of, oh, well, I thought you wanted this. Or, like, oh, I thought this is what you meant. Or, yeah, you did what I wanted, but it's not enough. So it kind of becomes like this, like, back and forth game. Not in a bad way, it just becomes this sort of exchange over a long period of time. And it can become really frustrating. Trying to figure out what that new standard is. It is expensive, yeah. Oil painting, ooh. Oil painting is my least favorite medium ever. I admire people that can work with it, because it drives me up a wall. That's crazy. What about it do you like so much? Is it sort of like because it's a little bit more forgiving than other mediums? Is it a texture thing? Like, what do you like about it? I'm kind of curious. Oh, no. Cody, I mean, I'm being mentored in the Viz Media one-shot program. And so I'm working with an editor, at Viz as sort of like a mentorship type program. And if I want to get a one-shot published, I have to work with their standards. I mean, and what's nice is, you know, like, they're not gods, and, you know, he told me that, like, we're not gods, right? Like, we are not the law. You can choose to ignore our advice if you wish, but ultimately, if you get published, that's, you know, you're gonna have to, you know, work with us. You know. Me, so I keep clearing off my desk for you to be up here, only for you to sit up here for like 3 minutes. Hi. Hi, baby. Yeah. No, you're not sitting in my lap. For me, it's the texture that drives me crazy, and the fact that I don't like color. I don't like it feels like painting with slime, and it drives me crazy. That's why I admire people who can do it, because I certainly cannot. Oh, most definitely, they look for a voice. That's one of the things that they encouraged me about, is to be like, well, actually, here was one thing that was very fascinating that they told me, is stories are character driven, right? Like, we all know this, but one of the things I did not know, is working with mangaka. A lot of the mangaka have said, like, professional published mangaka, right? He has said that they act as observers to their own stories. Like, the characters are themselves. the writers don't tell the characters what to do, which sounds like a duh, right? It sounds like a duh. Like, you don't force your characters to do something out of character. But actually doing that process is really hard. It's really difficult for me. Because I've realized that I don't really know my characters that well, like intimately as if they were real people. So it's been really fascinating for me to go through this experience where I'm having to step back and get to know my characters better. So it's really, really interesting, honestly. Misa, we've gone over this. I'm not sitting here and petting you. And a lot of times the characters will do things that the mangaka don't want them to do. But they still write that down anyway, because that's what the character would do, not what the mangaka thinks the character would do. If that makes sense? And I've heard that from other people too. I've heard that from other streamers as well. Or, I mean, other, like, manga and comic artists. So I found it really interesting because I've never thought about looking at it from that perspective before. And so now I've been, while I've been rewriting my name, the one that I submitted from last time, I've been trying to let my characters act independently and not try to, like, trying to ask, like, what would my character do? Versus, like, what do I think my character would do? You know? I don't know if that makes any sense, but... Especially as I'm someone who would prefer to write a seinen versus a shonen. I think it matters a lot more that you focus on what the character would do. I think that it's even more important. Me so? What, baby? No. It sounds like you didn't write. Let's see. Michael said, one day I hope to go down the road to get published by Fantagraphics and drawn in Quarterly. I would, one of the things I'd really, ooh, my neck just popped. That was my neck. One of the things I'd really love to do is to get an Imagine FX article. I would really love to have an Imagine FX article just talking about, like, going from animation into comics and manga, you know, and getting to talk about that kind of stuff. I'd also really love to, work, you know, get published by Viz, with, even if it's just my one shot, even if it, like, never goes past the one shot stage, I would be happy, honestly. I could be satisfied with that and then focus on, like, my stuff the rest of my life. Let's see. Cody said, oh, I get that. The characters are themselves. For me, I build the world and see how that would work, how that work built the characters. And see, what was interesting is they do characters first and then build the world around the characters, which I always thought you were supposed to do the opposite. Build the world and then build the characters that would live in that type of world. And I've learned now that it's better to do the opposite. At least from, like, some of the people that I've been listening to and studying, like, manga writing from. Exactly, yeah, you must move around them. Yeah, exactly. It's a good way of putting it. You must move around them. I think part of my struggle is I struggle to see things in my head. I don't have clear images in my head like a lot of artists do. So I don't see things in my mind very, like my mind's eye very easily, especially people. I really struggle to see people in my mind's eye. So I think that's part of the challenge that I have as a unique creator. So I really struggle with that third eye. But it'll get better with time, I'm sure. Well, there's likable is not the same thing as like wanting to root for them. Those are two different goals. Like one, if you don't, because there's times where you don't want the main characters to be likable, right? Or you don't want the characters, like for example, Power is someone not necessarily that is likable at the beginning, right? She's interesting, and you want to root for her, like from my understanding, but she's not likable. She's nasty and disgusting and rude and mean. She's like if you knew a person like that in real life, you'd think they were a butthole. I know, I've read the book multiple times. um, but like so there's a difference between likable and like rooting for someone. I think it's better phrased like you want to be able to root for someone versus liking someone. Like it's different. If there are certain characters that like you want to root for the downfall of, and there are characters that you want to root for the success of, and having that emotional connection I think is the better idea to go with. That's one of the reasons why I don't necessarily agree with everything that Araki says in his books. Like I don't think every character has to be likable. I think you just have to know like what the feelings are for that particular character. Like you need to know what the goal of, like, do I want the audience to root for this character or root against this character, and then make sure that they feel that way. Sorry, Miso, my arm was falling asleep. Miso's cuddled up on my arm again. I think for your main character, I agree, they have to be likable. I think if I remember correctly, the context which Araki said that in is when he's talking about main characters, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, that's the way it was explained to me, is you want to be able to root for that character something. It doesn't have to be success, or it could be failure. You could, like, want them to fail. A good example of this is Team Rocket, right? Like, we know they're bad guys, and we don't want them to succeed in stealing Pokemon, but we still root for them to, like, become better. Like, that's one reason why Team Rocket is such a special type of villain, is they're kind of dumb. I mean, they're smart. Like, they're clearly smart characters, but we don't want them to succeed in what they do. We ultimately want them to fail, but we still like them. They're still funny. They're still fun characters. And so that's a really good example of, like, villains done in a really good way. Another one would be like Fire Lord or Ozai. Like, we don't want him to succeed. We want Aang to succeed. But he's made out to be this horrible, crazy boss, like, of a badass character. And we end up, like, rooting against him before we really get to meet him. Like, we don't even get to meet Fire Lord Ozai that much. Like, we only see the small bits and flashes of him as we learn about him. And so he's built up to be this horrible, terrible person that we're not rooting for. And in the end, he loses his bending, which is sad. Like, we feel bad for him in a way. Like at least I did. Let's see. Sasuke is the Naruto, has a clear motivation, but is very unlikable. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, I hope you like the app, Flying Fish. I didn't like Azula that much. I can understand her pain and why she became the character that she is, especially with, like, the way she was treated. I mean, she's 14 years old. She's a baby, and she's horribly mistreated and misguided, through not really fault of her own, but it kind of is her own fault. But I feel bad for her, right? I didn't find her that interesting. She's just a brat. Like, that hasn't been treated very well. And she's been made into a monster. And like, the reason why I don't feel bad for her is she knows it. She knows she's bad. She knows she's doing wrong. She knows. But yet she still does those things anyway. She knows better. She perfectly well knows better. That's why I personally don't like her as a character. It's like, but she's written very well. She's just one of those fall arc tragic characters, yeah. Like, at one point, Zula says, even my own mother feared me. Like, she knew she was bad. She knew she was doing horrible things. And she still did it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Reason to care. Great way to put it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've all worked really hard on that app, and trying to make good experiences for people, so I appreciate it, Cody. I know since the app, I've definitely seen an increase in my readership, so... Yeah, there are some people that just aren't savable, and I think part of that was the lesson with Azula, is that she just wasn't savable. Not everyone is savable, and it's sad and it's tragic, but that's just the reality. You can't save everyone, especially if they're not ready for it. So I'm gonna put the wing on another layer on its own. Yeah, in literary terms, that's called a fall arc. And quite a few of my characters have those. One of the things that I learned in writing, working with my editor, I'll actually draw it out for you guys, is one of the things that we did as an exercise together is we all had sort of this like line of like where they start at, and then for each character we had to write, like we had to draw out each individual character. So for example with Aros, he actually has a fall arc with a slight redemption at the end. Like he's like steadily going down, and then at the end he has like a moment of clarity, and he comes up to a neutral place, right? So this is Aros. And then let me grab like Hokoi. Hokoi has like a rise arc the entire time, right? So if he's starting out neutral, he has a rise arc the entire time. He actually, well, he has a little bit of a blip, and then he gets back on track, and has a rise arc. So he has a rise. And then Aros, he's a redemption arc technically. And then for another character, and this might be slightly spoiler, maybe, Coco has a fall arc. He is like down here in the depths of hell. Like he is absolutely not savable. The other character that has a very similar trajectory is Amat. Has a similar problem. Yeah. I don't want to spoil too much. And then Auk remains neutral. Auk is a flat arc, and so is Zai. And then Redemption is also Rin. So yeah, like I've tried to give different characters different like different, you know, trajectories. Something else I've also been working on is like what types of characters are they, as far as like your four main characters. So in any story, and especially in a hero's journey, which is what I'm using as part of my writing structure, is you have your pro tag, and then you have your antag, and then their opposites is going to be the foil or shadow. I spelled foil wrong. Yeah, or it's also called a shadow character. And then the opposite of the antag is the impact character, or it's also called the mentor. And so because I have like a thematic story. I actually have I don't want to open it because it's got spoilers. My pro tag is Aros, my mentor is Zai, the shadow is Hokoi, and the antag is Amat. And the way that these guys are aligned is, I'll write it in red so it's easier to see. This is going more up this way is truth. Oh. Is more like hang on, is I suddenly forgot the rest of it. But you get the idea. Is like these characters, like, so like Aros and Hokoi are opposites in almost every way. Like Aros believes the lie and he has to be brought to the truth. Hokoi is and the truth from the beginning. And he understands. Yeah. It's. I mean, I'll just open it. I'll open it. It's okay if it's a little bit spoiled. It's fine. Let me open it. It's a really interesting theory, and it's made writing Godsbane a lot easier, honestly. Here we go. So, and there's two different types of stories, right? There are thematic stories, and then there are event-based stories. A thematic-based story is, obviously, it follows a theme. It's more abstract in what it's about. It's thematic. An event-based story is centers around like an actual like something that happens, an actual inciting event. And the theme in Godsbane is truth. Like, what do you do? What is right versus what is best, and which one is the right choice? And so the entire like plot structure that I have around Godsbane surrounds this question of when do you do what is right and when do you do what is best, and how do you know, that sort of thing. So I have set up, and sorry, I made this a little small so you guys can see it. I have this thing set up where I have a positive theme and then the negative theme, which is like, like positive, negative. And then these characters align more with the lie. These align more with the truth. And these characters impact each other. So for example, Aros, he needs growth. He's my pro tag. He needs growth. He doesn't know the truth, but he needs the truth. In this case, we always do what is right, no matter what's best. Like, that's the theme of Godsbane, is you do what is right, not what is best. Ultimately, because sometimes what is best is not always right. But here's Amat going, well, you should do what's best, because doing what's right won't get you what you want, so you must do what is best. You can't always be correct with what's right. Like, so there's Amat trying to like lead Aros astray, right? And Aros ultimately has a fall arc, technically a redemption, but it's considered a fall arc because he makes the wrong choice even after he learns the truth. Hey, Leetrin, what's up? And then we have, so his opposite is Hokoi, who's the foil character, also called a shadow character. And with Hokoi, he is the opposite of Aros in almost every way. Looks, hopes, goals, dreams, personality. Hokoi's stuff is, he's realistic. He's the everyday person. He's probably going to be the most relatable character out of all of us. And he's there to be that sort of check for Aros, right? Sort of like a barometer for how astray Aros has gone. He's going to struggle between making the correct choice and the wrong choice. So he's sort of there being like representative of the audience, walking through these choices, watching the main character. And a perfect example of this would be Vegeta. So Goku is our pro tag, right? Vegeta is the foil character. He's the character that struggles between what the right thing to do and doing like what feels best for him, what he wants. right? So, like, Goku and Vegeta are the perfect example of this type of structure. And you have a variety of impact characters. It could be King Kai, or it could be the Supreme Kai, or it could be Lord Korin. Like, it's, you know, the impact mentor character changes throughout Dragon Ball consistently. But you still and then you have whoever the bad guy is, right? And, you know, at one point, Bulma was your impact character, right? She was the mentor. She was the person there to help Goku, you know, learn how to navigate reality. And before we had Vegeta, Krillin was the impact character, or was the foil character, sorry. So, yeah, like, Dragon Ball is a perfect example of the structure. And then, you know, like I said, we had Amat, who is, you know, he's trying to convince Aros of the lie. The lie being that, oh, you always do what's best. Do what's best for you. Like, that's what matters the most. Like, who cares what's right? Who cares what you're supposed to be doing? You do what's best for you. Like, that's what Amat's trying to get him to do. He is the opposite of Zai, which is our mentor and impact character in almost every way. Zai lives in the truth. She makes the protagonist question himself, and she gives him reality checks. There's a very severe reality check that she gives him. I think it's at the end of towards the end of volume 1. She gives him an incredibly harsh reality check, and that's sort of Aros's first clue that, oh shoot, I messed up. Like, maybe I'm not doing the correct thing. So yeah. And Zai is a static character. She doesn't change along the way because she already knows the truth. She lives the truth. She's the example to live by, right? So, and she sort of mentors Aros through getting his shit together. So yeah, kind of a fun, like, writing structure exercise. And it's been really, really helpful as I've been rewriting and like sort of like reconfirming where Godsbane is. I hope. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, it's just another way to organize your story. You know, it's another option. I need to finish Aros before I move on to the skulls. Alright, take it easy, Mango. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I know it's late over there. Oh, thank you. I like drawing beach scenes. I can show you some of the newer pages. The version there is the pilot. I could show you some of the new stuff. Save this. I love drawing nature in general. Well, the what I have up now on Global Comics is a pilot, so it's not the final versions. But I'll let you wait then. I mean, I stream drawing my pages, so I mean, if you watch my streams, you'll see them sooner or later. But yeah, I'll close this out. I'll close this then. I'll let you discover it on your own. Togashi. Hey, Dustin. Togashi Yoshihiro. I'll type out the name out. There's two other people. Yoshihiro and Takei. I always spell his name wrong. Hiroyuki. If you guys know who both of those people are, you are part of the cool kid club. I'm torn on my liner, honestly, because a lot of it feels like unnecessary fluff. You know what I mean? Dustin, you're automatically in the Cool Kid Club because you bought some of my originals. So, like, you get free admission to the Cool Kid Club. Really? I find Yu Yu Hakusho far more entertaining than I did Hunter x Hunter. Honestly, Hisoka kind of ruins Hunter x Hunter for me. I understand he's this very tropey kind of character, but like Hisoka completely ruined Hunter x Hunter for me. I can't even anymore. I know he's supposed to be a creep, but it just ruins it. I can't even enjoy it anymore. How you two fellow kids? Dustin, you're killing me. You know what? Screw what the haters think. This is a piece where this is an anniversary piece. This is a celebration piece. I can do whatever I damn well please with my line art. Even if it makes it excessive. I'm just gonna go ham on this. This is a piece I can go ham on. Basically. Hey Dustin, do you remember this piece? Do you remember this one? Oh my gosh, Dustin. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted to redo it. I mean, he looks kind of stiff, honestly, but who cares? Whatever. He also looks younger. You can definitely see how my style has changed a lot in the last. Gosh, I made that piece after I got back from Cali, so it's been like 6 years, so at least about 6 years, 6 or 7 years since I did those. Dun 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 ba da ba 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 da 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 ba da ba 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 da do 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 do. Yeah, me too. Me too. Oops. Oh, take it easy. Take it easy, Cody. Thanks for coming by. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it was decent as if you take it as its own story and not as like an actual like, oh, this needs to be held accurately kind of thing. have to check it out then. I was a little nervous about it. That's why I haven't watched it yet. Is I'm really, really attached to like the original because like that was my favorite story. Like that's my favorite manga. So I'm a little purist as far as like being like faithful in adaptations. So I've been a little hesitant to watch it, but I'll give it a watch. My eye is twitching really bad right now. I couldn't get into One Piece either. I cannot watch Rurouni Kenshin at all anymore. Not after what the mangaka did. I mean, it is good, I'm not gonna lie, but I can't support it anymore personally. Like, that forever ruined it for me, honestly. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's such a good series. Like, I was so excited when I, heard that was coming out, and then I remembered, and I was like, oh. I'd love to watch it, but now I'm not going to. So I never got to enjoy it as it was coming out. And like with this, I would have the opportunity to do that, but well, no, can't do it. I'm not one of those people that can separate the art from the artist. I'm just not one of those people. they really tried to not talk about it too much, and it happened so long ago that like a lot of the younger folks just don't know. Um, like other mangaka like Oda like stood up for him, I guess. Allegedly. I haven't confirmed that for myself. But I've heard that like even Oda was like standing by him, and it's another reason why I just can't get into One Piece. Because I'm like, I understand he's your friend, but like, damn. Oh yeah, others sort of like stood by him during the whole thing. I think it's more complicated than that because you have the pressure from your boss, your publisher, you know, that kind of thing too. So that's why I've tried not to fault Oda for it necessarily, is that we don't know what kind of pressure he was under to say certain things. So, like, I don't know if those were, like, his true feelings or not. Actually, I think I used the blue for this. Nope, I used gold. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, part of it's a cultural thing, too. Yeah, it's definitely not a black and white issue. Right. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Dustin. I'm probably gonna head off here in a minute because I gotta be up early for work tomorrow. Because I have to go to class tomorrow. So I start a day early on Thursday. I start an hour early on Thursdays. Yeah, you have. You've been around for most of it. That's wild, isn't it? Can't believe it's been that long and I'm still not done with chapter 1. Still not done with chapter 1, Dustin. And it's been 14 years. It's kind of sad, to be honest. It has. It has. It really has. I think so. I think it will. I think it's finally at a place where I'm happy with it. I'm finally like I actually like. I'm hopeful that this one will be a lot better. I did feel confident in the last run, the one in 2022. But like I got a lot of like really harsh feedback about it. Not harsh in that like, oh my god, it hurt my feelings. Just like the writing just wasn't up to par. Like the story itself is fine. It was just like the way like everyone liked the story. Like all my readers liked the story, but like when I put it out, they're like, it's too many characters in chapter 1. There's just too many characters. It's too stressful. Like there's just too much going on. Like you need to like step back a bit. I'm like, okay. No. And that's because I very, 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 very rarely color. Like, I think this is like the first color piece I've done in like 2 months. I almost never color things, ever. So, I am not the person to give a coloring tutorial. I am not the person for that. What I can do is, since you use Clip Studio, I can give you the asset that I used for it. To quickly fill the tool. I can get you the asset. Let me grab that for you. But I don't think it's right for me to offer something like that. Because I have like a special lasso tool. I just don't like coloring, so it's not something that I do that often. I can color when I want to. I can absolutely color. I like to think so. Um, let me actually open some color artwork here. I can color, I just don't like to. But, I don't even know, actually, I don't even know what I should open. I don't have that many color pieces here. I just don't do it enough to have a lot of them on my computer. Like, that's how rare it is. I don't even keep them on my computer. They're so rare. Yeah, I don't have any on my computer at the moment, I don't think. I don't know what that means. Imbo? I don't know what that means. Oh. I've heard LMAO. I've never heard it with a B before. Am I gonna have to go to my Instagram just to find color artwork? Probably. I just don't have that much. Yeah, it's all I clean up. My computer doesn't have a lot of storage. It's only like my computer is only like 250 gigabytes, and so like I don't have a lot of storage here. Here. It's like here's my Instagram. It's like not color. I just don't color stuff. It's all black and white. I've got a color piece here. I have a color piece here for Aros's birthday. And then like a loose color for a character design. And then my cover, and that's it. I'd have to probably go back a lot further to find some color work. These are all old though. These are all really old. So like multiple years old. I just don't color that much. I mean, I can. You know, like looking at this, just to show you what I mean. Like, I can color. I just don't. Is there anything else in here? No, I mean, it's all old stuff. Okay, yeah, here's some. Some older stuff. I can color, I just don't like to. It's stressful and boring. No, this one was nice. Oh yeah, it's my tattoo that I have. Yeah. So this was one of the older covers that I used to have. I really like this color scheme. I might use it for Aros someday. Yeah, I just stick to black and white for most of my artwork. Oh, here's another one. Another really old cover. Yeah, here's a rough draft of it. I really like this color scheme. I kept trying to make this like red, white, and teal color scheme work. You know what's really funny? You wanna know what my cover ended up looking like? You know what my cover ended up using? Same color scheme. Oh, thank you, Dustin. I appreciate it. My cover ended up using that exact color scheme. The teal, the red, and the, black and white. I have a thing for teal, red, black, and white. I don't know what it is. It's like my favorite color scheme. Just do it. Yeah, just do it. Seriously. Just do it. You want it to be a PG rated channel? Pfft, nah. This is a PG-13 channel. This is not rated. My channel is not rated for children, so I appreciate the effort. Occasionally, I'll let a cuss slip out every once in a while, but I also try to be better about it. Alrighty, fam. It is almost 12:30. I need to get to bed. So I have to be up at 7. I don't wanna go to bed. But I do need to get off to bed. Thank you guys so much for coming. If you haven't yet, please hit the like button. It helps my channel grow. If you also haven't, please hit the subscribe button. It will make sure you get to see my future streams if you don't want to miss the future streams, so you gotta hit the bell. So, right? Yeah, there goes my sleep schedule. Yeah. I'm actually trying to make these videos earlier in the day, or make my streams earlier in the evening. I get off at 6 p.m., so that would be the earliest that I could stream. I'm thinking about trying 7, because I remember when I was doing them before, 7 worked really well for me. So I might try scooting them up 2 hours earlier and seeing how that goes. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. I super duper appreciate it. I will be streaming on Friday. However, I will be doing some fan art for a friend of mine. At least at the beginning of the stream. So it's for a comic called Demon Bitch. It's that's the name of the comic. It's called Demon Bitch. And it's just I've wanted to do fan art for a really long time of this particular character because it's just so goofy. So yeah, I'll be doing that hopefully sometime on Friday. And then I don't know if I'll stream over the weekend. I'm gonna try, but no promises. So I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a good night. Take it easy. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. It's really funny. It's definitely potty humor, but I don't know. I collect the enamel pins and everything. Like I love it. It's so outrageous. It's like South Park type humor. Maybe lower bar than that, but it's like in a good way. It's a funny way. So, all right, I'll see you guys on Friday. Take it easy. Ciao.